You most probably are aware of this failed history buff. He writes books on history which have no connection to what actually happened. No historian agrees with him, no nothing. In other words, he just writes so-called historical books in Christian perspective, trying to showcase that Christians are so great, and at times he tries to defend crusaders who got banged by Saladin. He uploaded a video today regarding the war between Saladin and Baldwin. From this we can understand how hypocritical he is. He just launched a book named Two Swords of Christ, in that he wrote about the Battle of Montchaussard, which was won by the Crusaders and Saladin had to retreat. He boasts about it throughout the book and the video, calling it the most epic battle of crusading era. But you know what the kicker is? Crusaders actually lost the second battle, where Saladin banged them so hard that Christians are afraid to even hear about it to this day. That's the reason why he didn't include that but only spoke of the war that took before it. That's literally so hypocritical to see only one side of the coin. Sure, we Muslims agree that Saladin did lose that battle, we do not deny that, but calling this victory as Sword of Christ is way too dumb in the first place, because if it is what happened to the supposed Sword of Christ in the Battle of Hattin where Saladin banged the Crusaders, what happened to so-called Sword of Christ? Why couldn't it save the Crusaders and save the Holy Land from falling into the hands of Muslims? That's the foolery this guy has. That's why I call him the failed history buff, because he doesn't know anything but just writes books out of his own perspective. I also debunked his another book in this episode of Exposing Nabi Asli, where his student actually tried to use his book against Islam. In that video I showed authentic historic records and books of historians on that matter, so do check it out. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll meet you in the next video. Until then. Assalamu alaikum.